Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Belanger. I am one of the programmers on World Walker Games working on the game Wildermyth, and I am going to do a dev stream of the game for a little while and answer any questions that any of you might have, and see how I do playing the game since I spend a lot of time programming it and not quite as much time playing it, so... I know we certainly have a lot of other players who are much better at our game than I am. So to start, I think... I'm not sure whether or not I need to adjust my audio. I might turn down the sound just a little bit more, at least for the music. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. And we are going to start a new story. I'm going to go with the Enduring War, just because it's a 5-chapter campaign. Just in case I feel like doing 5 chapters, probably won't go that far. 5 chapters takes quite a long time. But also it means we don't go through all the tutorial stuff. This is slightly spoilery territory, so if you don't want any spoilers, maybe don't watch it. But the Enduring War, a centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. 5-chapter story with Morthagi as the main threat. We're gonna go with Tragic Hero. I've tried walking lunch, and I can do it, but I want this to be a little lighter, so Tragic Hero has a little less chances of me losing all my heroes. Yeah. And we are just gonna stick with what we have here. "1,000 years earlier, Lockmont. The initial limbs were a success, and I'm confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Jovia, you can't be serious. Click. There were things they told us of, things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves, don't delve too deep. Could be Morthagi down there. I sometimes spoke kind words to the millstones and clocks, in case they got any ideas. Huh, Nightjaw was always our go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Grark. Until suddenly, they can't. Run. Crash thump. What was that? We'll figure it out later. Clink. Kz. Quick. Crunch. Oh, pal, you're gonna regret starting those fires. Adden, grab whatever you can swing and come on. Let's do a romance. He looks so gorgeous when he gets urgent. Adden? Right, Morthagi. Let's see if we can get at them from multiple sides. So, we start out with Stoicism, so we get a little more armor and warding. Got 3 enemies. Is the audio still too loud? It's hard for me to tell because I'm not listening to the stream, but if the audio is too loud or anything like that, just let me know. Da, da, da. just going to quickly jump over to this stream so I can see some things. Great. So, starting out with Stoicism in these intro fights is something that we recently added. Because we were finding that a lot of players were having a lot of trouble with the starting fights, including us. Because you start out with farmers, they don't have any special abilities or anything, and it's just very easy to get a couple bad swings in and then just be slaughtered. And it was unfortunate. So we decided to give players a little bit extra chance here. Alright, saw that coming, but that's alright. We are gonna... I can flank if I go here, and I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to miss it. So... flanking is if you attack 90 degrees or more from a previous attack, it has 100% hit chance. Ooh, maybe going there was a bad idea. Alright, good dodge. We're going to take care of the sommelier right now, because it is the most dangerous of these. Oh, but I can't kill it. Alright, well. Now I am unsure how this is going to pan out. We are going to put Bren... As much as I loathe to not make an attack this turn, I am... No, okay, we have to. Gonna try that. No, it was a bad shot. All right, we're gonna just wall up here and hope that Bren doesn't get attacked again. Okay. Still okay. Let's see if we can finish this one off. Nice. And then... Great. We are good, because now we're flanking. Beautiful. Warriors like Adden are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. Every time I see the word enduring here, I laugh at it because we have a campaign called The Enduring War, which is the one I'm playing. Let's see. We are going to go with Engage, just because I don't use it that often. Hunters like Bren thrive in the wild, surviving through stealth and peerless archery. They master their surroundings and bring down large quarry. Definitely going with Quelling Moss. Poison is without a doubt my favorite ability here. I just love stacking up poison. Specifically, we did an overhaul a couple patches ago where we changed it so that the active poison is based on the amount of potency you have. So it's really fun to just pile up a bunch of potency on my hunter and then apply like 4 poison to every enemy. As a mystic, Bolin has acquired the knack for interfusing her spirit with earthly things, drawing on these bonds to enact formidable magics. Mythweaver, Humanist, Compulsion. We're gonna go with Humanist. And speed we are going to give to... Mystics don't need speed that much, but I'd like to bring Bolin up a little bit more. So, first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though? We can't very well go back to gossiping at the market after this. Not when we're apparently so darn good at it. Bolin's right, we have to rise to meet this. And hey, who would have realized Bren and Adden make such a great team? And you're valuable too. We'll hunt them, we'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. We'll need a company name. It's called branding. It's basic, trust me. We need one. I was thinking... So there are a lot of lines in this game that I have still never seen. So that branding line, for example, I've never seen. Partially because I haven't played the Enduring campaign that many times. I generally, when I'm testing things that I'm programming, just stick to smaller things. But since a lot of the text is based off of the character personality, I've never played it with a character who has this personality, which is, I'm going to assume, snarky? Let's find out. Greedy. Okay. You got a brand if you're greedy. Sure, yeah. I see Carl on YouTube. Hey Patrick, old friends of World Rocker, great to see you stream. Your voice sounds perfect. Thank you, Carl. Happy to have you on the stream. We're gonna go with the Sons of Waving Wheat because that's a lot of fun to say. Yes, something about it feels deeply right. I agree. Here follow the tales of the Sons of Waving Wheat. Waving Wheat is just good all on its own. Like, it's quite an image. Calamities, your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. Morthagi has some extra damage on the sommelier. Alright, I can deal with that. And we're gonna start right off by recruiting. Alternatively, I'm going to recruit with these two and send my hunter over to scout, because hunters can scout a little bit faster. We're actually going to send him back because I don't really want to complete that without the others. So we're just going to leave that 99% complete. And just going to take who we get. Romantic Greed Wagon. The girl Levi turned up at Main Malinford one morning, parentless. She already spoke in that slow, sly voice of hers. Rumor went round that she lived for years among a family of bears, teaching them dancing, language, and fire. No one asked whether it was true. The story was enough. A creeping madness gnawed her. To avoid facing it, she faced danger instead. Ooh, so she's inhabited. Sounds good. Are we really looking for fighters, or did you just want an excuse to hit the tavern? Come on, a world-spanning battle song needs as many verses as it can get. Plus, I'd like some extra help starting conversations when you and Adden are doing that awkward silence thing. The stars were beginning to come out by the time they got back into Baladrel Moor proper. A lot of these names are hard to say. I love them all, but we do randomly generate them all, so some of them can be difficult. Good thing we got in when we did. Looks like most people are still out and about. Maybe we could knock out this errand sooner rather than later. Wait, you're back? Already? You wiped them out that quickly? Or... you didn't give up, did you? Not yet, anyway. Good. You'd have been the sorriest band of heroes I'd ever seen, if so. Actually, we're back because we're looking to expand the company. What about you? You look... ambitious. And you could probably fight with that thing in a pinch, right? Probably. I'd been trying to make a name for myself as a mason, but a hero's reputation sounds even better. And there's not a lot else keeping me here right now. It's the season when a young woman has to figure out what to make of her life. And this season has brought a lot of changes. Can't argue with you there. It would be good to have the help. We've learned a bit out in the wild so far. We can have someone get you up to speed. We're gonna have another... warrior. We're gonna do another warrior. And we are going to give Levi... broad swipes is fun. And now we're going to continue scouting, and since it's already mostly scouted from our hunter... Alright, we've got some lurking deepists. Hey, did anyone else notice that it's not daytime anymore? Cheyenne, will this stream be uploaded as a video in the future? Kind of want to watch it, but it's almost 5 a.m. here. Ooh. I hope so. This is my first time trying out Restream and getting this to work, so I put it on YouTube specifically because I wanted to save it as a video, and I'm hoping that that works. I didn't look into it super thoroughly, so I'm hoping that just once I'm done with the stream, I can have it as a YouTube video there. What enchantment is this? We just ate and the sun was directly overhead in the clearing we were in. I need to remember to keep checking the chats also. I look over and then there's a chat there and I'm like, oh, don't know how long that's been there for. Suddenly, the bush next to Bren erupts into a flurry of ebon feathers. They burst out of the treetops, a spiral of onyx, their raucous caws startling the other birds around them. Just as suddenly, they spiral back down, forming a tight ball of whirling black, almost like smoke. Until... some fell spirit, and yet she seems so familiar. Yes, Bren, familiar indeed. You can read my mind? How? The separation between us is an incidental thing. Still, it troubles me. And I wish to be whole. I know her, from my dreams of flight and feather. What say you, Bren? Are you ready to embrace me once again? Whoosh. I don't choose 2 and 3 that often, so part of me wants to, but also 1 is the most fun, so we're gonna go with 1. You feel like a part of me. Yes, I'm in. Cheyenne, thank you. As the Crow Flies is a new event, right? Haven't seen this event before. Nope, As the Crow Flies has been in for quite some time. Yeah, it's just largely dependent on who you have in your party, basically. So, I don't know specifically what kind. Probably mysterious? Let's see if Bren is mysterious. Or actually, we are already as one. A small tornado of talon, beak, and feather engulfs them. Bren! When the dark cloud clears, Bren has a crow head. Bren... is mysterious, yes. So that is probably what prompted that, or at least had a big impact on it. A strange creature's call was met, and Bren was ever after bedecked in glossy black feathers of the crow. So, for the more impactful adventures, they're usually put into this adventures area so that you can look back on them later when your heroes go into your legacy, etc. Alright. Let's fight some deepists. Alright, we're just gonna throw Bren way up there. Oh, don't even see anyone. We're gonna Silk Step. There's the Woken. How far can you move? You can hold shift to see move ranges. That's something that we don't really say anywhere right now, and we really should somewhere. We'll get around to it. We're just gonna bring everyone up. I'm not too worried right now. Bowline. Can't really interfuse with anything super useful yet, so we're just gonna bring her up. Okay. Let's see what we can do. So I think I'm gonna bring Bowline right up here and use this hollow tree to flank them, so that way I can get 100% hit chance on them. We're gonna go with the slinger because I'm... Oh, they both blocked! That's bad luck. But that's fine, because then we'll just come up and stab them. Aden, we are going to engage with this Woken, so that it has to attack him, and then we will smack this guy. Can't get close enough to hit anyone else, so We'll just come up here and guard. And then Bren. We're just going to have Bren do this. Now he's poisoned. He'll take 1 damage and die. Oh, walking around my guard. Alright, let's see. I don't like how far away that slinger is, so we're gonna bring them in a little bit closer. Thank you. Ooh, you have broad swipes, so we're gonna bring you over here and deal a little bit of damage to both of you. Sure. Ah, or we'll just deal damage to one of them. We'll engage you in case you survive. And Quelling Moss isn't going to give us anything that we want. Wolfen Slinger is not going to deal too much damage. Ooh, unless they attack Bolin, who has no armor. That's a little scary. Alright. Beautiful. A silver star. So I'm gonna give it to one of my warriors. Engage. It doesn't really matter which one I give it to, so we're gonna give it to Live. I'm not gonna be pronouncing any of these names consistently. Let's see. We're just gonna have everyone do this as a group, and we'll find an item. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Weaver Hedge has proven rewarding. Plenty to satisfy the curious, chance to rest our bones too, which was nice. Weaver Hedge will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. A great sword. Let's give that to our other warrior. Here you go, Adel. And a Brooch of Cunning. Melee and ranged accuracy. Let's give that to Adhen. So this is our end goal here. We have to clear all hostile sites first, though. Gleaming weird and golden, the profile of rocky hills catches Bolin's eye. You think something's up there? Only one way to know for sure. Upon the hill's summit, nothing's waiting for them. What we have found is a pretty good picnic spot. Then it begins, a thrumming. It grows louder and louder until the stone underfoot chatters and shakes. It grows louder, scrow, row, until its mighty growl, clamorous, thundering. And then it resolves. A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore, cunning and crooning, warning them to run, promising to give chase. The one you have hunted so long. Through hills and coins. You have hunted so long for me, and for a sisterhood that should be yours. So again, just to clarify there, Bolin is greedy, and so that's why it said coins there. So those are a lot of the types of things, is that you can see all of these personality stats on each character, and for a lot of places in the game, we just have a different sentence that gets said for each one of these. So it's a lot of writing. kudos to our writers, who are amazing. You have hunted so long for me, and for a sisterhood that should be yours. Do you know my name? A name? It was the gift I gave to your ancestors. They walked my myth over green field and fallow, to the curves and corners of being they walked. Do you know my name? How? How would I? A blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trails, and sealed with a name, you only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name? Lokius! Boline pulls the name up like a rooty weed out of her heart. She's unsure how she found it or how long it's been growing, but she's sure it's right. Yes, I am Lokius, your wolf god, and now you may take my oath. Abandon your humanity, my girl, and be blessed as wolf kind. Again, see, transformations are fun, but do we want 50% of our people to be transformed? That is the question, and I think I'm gonna go with no this time. We're gonna go with the third option, which this one only shows up sometimes. Nobody loves you, do we, old Lucius? That forgot what it said before I left. Shall we pity him? Long ago, Lokius was strong, his name a terror upon the wind. If your ancestors walked for Lokius, I'll tell you it was not of faith but fear. Then he would not ask for oaths, and so he got none, and his name died with the last tears it wrung. Now he is only hungry and alone. Stooping, Bren takes an offering from a small stone bowl and places it in Boline's hands. Do not pity him, Boline, but remember him if you must. They leave the hill in silence and distance. From the other side, it just looks like an ordinary land lump. And we get the wolf head amulet, which is very nice. Stunt chance and bonus damage. Not bad at all. Broadleaf Forestry, we have 2 legacy points. I'm gonna hold off. I'm not too worried about my resources. Gonna go scout this tile. Got some more Thagi here. In the deep caverns beneath Cavern Pelt Forge. Levy, keep up! Just checking out these crystals. I can't tell if they're gemstones or just shiny rocks. Besides, the torches are all up front. It's hard to see where I'm... Whoa! Whoosh! Whump! Ow. What? Where? Wow. What is that? How long has this been down here? And how much is that gem worth? It's jammed in there pretty tight. And we're gonna pry it out, because, I don't know, we didn't do the last one, so if I can just get my knife in under there. Something's wrong, what's Ah! What was... Oh, crap. Levy, there you are. Where did you... What happened to your face? I'm not... There was this gem in the statue. It should have been worth It should have been worth a fortune, damn it. Well, whatever happened, the Morthagi must have heard that scream. Form up. They'll be all over us now. Dismay. All foes +1 temporary hit point. A couple sommeliers and a spectic. Fine and dandy. Let's see if we can see any of them. Yep. Are you a humanist? You're a humanist, aren't you? You are. But unfortunately, we are a little too far away to grab that mechanism. So... can we... We're just gonna interfuse with this and see if anyone passes by it. We could also steal the fire. Yeah, that'll protect us from the spectic a bit. Probably a waste, but ooh, there's a sommelier there. Okay. As usual, we are just going to can't hit it with a quelling moss, so we're just gonna go into the gray plane. And have them both guard. Yeah, attack that rock. More damage than I'm comfortable with. Let's see here. So I can apply one poison to all of these, but I don't know if that's quite what I want here. But I definitely do not want Aden to die, so I'm going to use bone lamps because we can hit a couple enemies that way. Oh, am I not interfused with that anymore? I don't think it's going to matter, but in case anyone passes by... Oh, wait. It needs to be lit to have the mechanism. That's interesting. That probably shouldn't be the case, but that's fine. Alright, that was not super great, but it'll do. Can you flank from here? Yes, so that's nice. We're gonna come right up here into this sommelier's face and peck it. That didn't do as much damage as I wanted. That's fine. Okay. 2 poisons, not gonna take enough damage to kill it. Gonna knock this sommelier back. And then we're gonna... We're just gonna send Aden back. I'm not super confident in his chances of survival. Nice block. And there goes Bren. Wow, okay. Bren bellowed in agony. His left arm was severed. There goes my two-handed bow. Bren is falling back. Alright. Can we hit both of you? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we don't really need to, though. Dead, and the other one will die from poison. That's fine. And this deals 6 damage, so it'll be fine. Great. Easy peasy. Spell shard. +1 potency. That would have been nice on my poison hunter, but oh, we can actually put it on our... We've got our broad swipes. Broad swipes is kind of nice with potency, but also... Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Let's do it. Let's give our warrior a bit more potency. I like aiming for potency on non-mystics. Mystics are the obvious choice, but the less fun choice. Phew, that was close. Thanks for blowing our cover. Blowing our cover? Do you know what that gem was worth? So, now what? I don't know. It feels cold, I guess, but it sees like normal. I guess I learned to live with it. Who knows? Maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Just try to keep up next time, okay? Got a watchman. Okay. So we're just gonna have them find an item here while we're waiting for Bren to heal. And we're gonna get rid of this weldling, because we don't really want this weldling. We don't care about anything else. We have not encountered any Thrixel or Gorgons yet, so that's fine. How's music volume? Should music volume be up? I might turn it up just a smidge. Thorough delving through the mysteries of Cavern Pelt Forge has proven rewarding. Please, let's not fight over who gets the item. Tiger Shard Cloak. Let's give that to... Who do we want more accuracy on? If we're going to be going with broad swipes on her, I kind of want her to have accuracy, and it looks cool. And we're just going to start scouting this and see if our hunter can make it back. Yeah, we'll be fine. Some more Morthagi. Now, I could patrol this to make it a little bit easier, but I'm pretty confident in my abilities, and it gives you a bit more experience if we have the extra card drawn from the infested tile. Mark of the Times. Place might be abandoned. Could still be something we could use, though, inside. Way over is down here. They cross a sturdy bridge just downriver and approach their destination from the back. The structure appears solid, but the water wheel's clearly busted. A stack of cut wood shows no moss growth. Feel sorry for whoever owns the place. All's fine. This is my mill, travelers. The millkeeper rounds the building with a newly filled jug. You out here hunting or what? Hunting's one way to say it. Had word of trouble with some of these bone metal things. Morthagi's what they're called. Right. A lot of power in words. Morthagi, then. Yeah, they did for my old water wheel. Pulled all the iron workings. Methodical, so... But come inside. My arm's tired. A lot of power in words. Voline is a poet? A poetical greedwagon. That line is definitely about a poet. The mill's stark. A half-gone flour bag slumped on the floor, mostly bare shelves. A lone book stands open to a page about the ancient mortificers. Morthagi first appeared, I don't know, a year? Maybe a year and a half, the first sighting. Never went out of their way to kill folks. But then folks started getting in their way. Not on purpose, just living their lives. Mark of the times, I suppose. Living as we always have is enough to get us killed or sent running. No remorse in those things. Morthagi, I mean. No remorse at all. But you're still here. You're brave to stay out here. And have you tried fighting back at all? Has anyone organized? I thought I'd learn about them. Bought the old book you see there. All it's shown me is... I'm in over my head. We all are. We're drowning out here in a flood of old world terrors. Right. It's bad in a lot of places. I am at the point of just, well, packing up and running, right? You folks look like you've seen some things, so why don't you tell me? Should I stay? Should any of us? Nah, you'll be alright. We're here. Look, we'll take back these woods, this river. Far as I'm concerned, you leaving would be a defeat. Set a terrible precedent at the very least. Anything Adden says, we listen to. Don't abandon everything. Not until you give us a chance to save it. You're serious, huh? We're here to wipe them out, regardless. Well, the folks around here will certainly know your names. I'll stay, as long as I can. I look forward to telling the story, how you came here first, and how the light shone in your eyes as you left. But I sure would like it if the story ends well, for all of us. Not to be that lady, but it would have been nice if she'd offered any tangible reward. Shh, there's movement over by those trunks. Let's be on the alert. Oh, okay. Nice. I know what a lot of the events do, but some of them I get infrequently enough that I still do not know what they do. Alright, definitely want that leaf spirit. By the way, if anyone in any of the chats has any questions about the development of the game or how the game works or anything like that, that's what this stream is here for, so feel free to ask any questions you have in the chat and I would be happy to answer. What do we got? Ooh, we've got tools. Stunning Barrage is very good, so we are just going to go right for that. Or at least it will be very good if it hits. Which it did. And now we don't actually have to worry at all. Leve. I think I'm going to give Leve a leaf weapon because I want her to have good survivability if I'm going to have her get into places and utilize broad swipes. Caught you. Do I get to make a wish now? Do I want to leave mace or do I want to leave axe? I'm going to do leaf mace. Leaf mace is fun. So elemental weapons do things on stunt, so that means basically the crit in Wildermyth. So like if I come here, you can see there's a 20% stunt chance. And if it happens, then it deals extra damage. And if it's elemental, then it also has other effects. We're just gonna put you right up here. Oh, I didn't even see that one there. How did I miss that one? Alright, we're going to use fire. Going to interface with this lantern, we're going to illuminate it, and then we are going to steal the fire on top of this spectre. And it's going to die. Excellent. And what can we do here? We're going to go up and peck it. And then we're also going to scratch it. And now it is 3 poisoned, so we do not even need to worry about it. So instead of worrying about it, I'm going to come over here and guard, and come here and guard. I don't think anyone's going to come through next turn. But you never know. One of them did set off the alarm. Nope, okay, we're fine. What I should have done is open the door with Levy so I could engage as a free action with Adden, but that's fine. Though I could still do that. I think I will do... Well, no, it's ranged, so it's not even gonna... Not even going to walk into my guard if I try to guard against it. We're gonna come up here. We are going to shred a little bit of armor. Not too much, but... And now we're flanking from here. Just barely, so... Apply a little bit of poison. You have 1 poison, okay, so we still need to finish you off. And there's my leaf stunt. Got a little temporary HP. Very nice. Going to come over here with this mystic, and we're going to use this grain grinder. Hopefully stun it. Nice. Not that it matters that it's stunned, because it is going to be dead. Pauldron. Let's give a little more melee accuracy to Leve. I'm really... At some point I think that broad swipe is going to come in really handy, especially since I'm fighting against Morthagi, and they tend to be very numerous, especially in the plot missions. Knowledge of one's enemies is healthy soil in which to plant the seeds of victory. Wise words from Bren. Is Bren a poet? Yes, he is. You can always tell the poet lines. The poet lines are... Poet and greedy are usually the easiest for me to pick out, I would say. We're gonna find an item. I'm realizing that I'm looking not really at the camera a lot, which maybe is fine. I don't know. I also haven't cut my hair in a million years. Some health. Let's give that to... Let's give it to Bren. It's not gonna make anyone get to the next amount of health, but... And then let's scout the next tile. Okay. So this has 2 infested tiles, which is going to make it a bit trickier. But that's alright, we can handle it. So I noticed Boline's been gone a while. Any clues why? Might be we overshot her some, or she did. Maybe we backtrack a bit? This peddler may know. Oh, peddler man. Who? Excuse us, peddler man. We're wondering if you've seen a lady pass this way. She'd be kind of mystical looking? Well, firstly, I'm not selling anything. Could have been any time in the past couple days. Where are you coming from? Small village near what we used to call Vienna Gasworks. It's not Vienna Gasworks where she was headed. Giving it a look. But you never saw her? Sorry, no, but listen. Folks have been disappearing back there. I don't know what's got into them. But it's not safe. I've packed my things and I'm heading out. Your friend, well, I hope you find her. The man and his cart roll along. Ominous man? Imagine packing up your life like that. In any case, I guess we'd better pick up the pace. Later. Anything? No. You? No. It's a little village, but I doubt they all packed and left. From a gully among the rocks rises a brief gust of voices. Hear that? Come, great one! Come, great one! Great one, come! Great one, come! Come, great one! Does this normally work for you? Hush up, you! Yeah, hush! Come, great one, we've brought your gift. Spare us. Boline? The urgent cries and amber torchlight are easy to follow in an otherwise still night. Boline's cage is makeshift, but sturdy. This is a sacrifice, isn't it? Shh, not if we stop it. We are going to attempt to reason with them. Good neighbors, landfolk, listen. There's no need for blood. Trying to get us all killed, stranger? Or just yourself? The opposite. See, that's my friend you've caged up. Threaten my friends, you gamble with your life. Bren. This is the price of survival. Our own are not exempt. The Great One demands sacrifice, and we have no choice but to oblige. No choice at all? What are you saying? And what's this Great One? You haven't seen it. The Great One. It comes with a host of crankling bone things, monsters. It burns, it eats, or else it rages and kills across the countryside. So we'll kill it. Huh? We'll kill it. Won't we? Guess so. You really mean that? You'll stand in its way? Do battle with a deadly monster? Why? Because it's slightly more palatable than killing you. If we fail, then it gets to eat us anyway, doesn't it? Either way, you're safe. Well, I see no harm in letting you try. Don't expect us to throw our lives in with yours. The townsfolk shuffle past up to their homes. Bren, Adden, and Levy break Boline out of her prison. Depressing. How fear nudges weak hands towards evil. From within the cave, a blue glow grows. Roo, and a hungry growl. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Gotta fight a Great One. So we are going to... I'm not super confident in Bren's survivability. What do we got? Bone Lance, Splinter Blast, Splinter Blast. We are going to get a little closer with our Mystic. And use Splinter Blast on this side so that we can shred a bit of armor and flank them. So that way, none of you can really hit the sommelier. Oh, I guess you can. So we'll bring Bren up. And then Bren can... Okay, Bren can peck the Watchman, which doesn't do a lot. But then Bren can Crow Scratch on the sommelier, which kills it. And we've still got flanking everywhere here, so we are going to wall with Bren. We'll engage the Watchman. I don't think it'll help, but either it'll be dead or... Oh no! I can't get there. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just come up here and... Oh wait, do I have a... I have an axe. Okay. Now we have another Watchman, and a Spectre. And another Spectre. And there's the Great One. Alright, what's my play here? Bone Lance, Discus, Fire. We'll just do good old Splinter Blast. Alright, Watchman's dead because it's poisoned. Do I want to go for it? I don't know if I want to go for it or if I want to not go for it. I think maybe what I'm going to do is try to handle the Aspectix first, rather than the big terror. Alright, that's fine. Oh, you're not fast enough. Well, no worries. We are going to engage the one that's right here, and then kill the other one. And then we will come over. Let's wall up here. Probably should have walled in front, but... Oh, you're going for him. Alright, that's fine. That's less fine. Let's see here. We are going to peck. Cool. Then we have Quelling Moss, so we're going to use Quelling Moss and poison both of these. And then... How poisoned are you? You're 2 poisoned. And you're 1 poisoned. You know, yeah, let's just... Sure. And hopefully we can take out this Spectre. Beautiful. And Boleyn's not doing so hot, so we are going to move her back here and use this table from far away. And then we are... she can't reach. Are you going to attack Boleyn if I go up there? Word you will. Well, we'll know soon enough. Nope, attacking leve. Alright, that's fine. Let's move you a little closer to the group, or you'll dodge. That's fine too. Wild Grasp can probably reach that far, yeah. Bring it over to us, and then we have tons at our disposal. We'll engage it, then we'll smack it, and we'll come over here. Oh, I used Peck last turn. Is Peck once per turn? I guess it must be. Or once every other turn? Yeah, okay. It should say that. Dead. And Adden leveled up. Feather Steel Bracelet speed. Leve needs some speed. What else does Adden have? He has Engage. Riposte would be really good with Engage, because that means that we force enemies to attack us, and then if they miss, then we attack them. So I think that is what we're going to go with. It would be even nicer if we added a bunch of block and dodge to him. The Great One is extinguished, reduced to ash. Its minions are dead or scattered. Bolin and the rest make a wary return from the cave in the gully. You're a true friend, Adden. I want you to know I'm grateful. It's fine, you've earned our loyalty. Just remember this when you think of stealing away with whatever you find. Well, I will remember it, but... Dawn climbs onto the distant hills as the old town spokeswoman sheepishly approaches, trailing a young woman with fiery eyes. The stealing stuff away, Bolin is a... greedy, yep. Let me first thank you, strangers. My name's Davalia Raven, and my parents were among the first sacrificed to that thing by this woman and her posse. This whole town was under her thumb. In any case, you've broken their power, and we've wrested our homes back. You and yours will be welcome here for the rest of numbered days, and in our humble village your names shall never fade. As the morning stretches, Bolin and the others head out, refusing an offer to stay in favor of getting on the road. The people here will be strong, believing in the courage of the sons of the waving wheat. The lair of the Great One will be overgrown with flowers, a memorial to the innocents who died there. The story will ring through generations. 3 legacy points. And Morthagi, Sommelier gets some extra armor. Not a big fan. I'm gonna secure this a little faster and see if we can avoid those calamity cards and that incursion, which probably we won't. We are going to get rid of that Wildling again, because I don't want it. Keep going. They still need a bit of healing, but I think by the time we scout this, they'll probably be fine. Beautiful. Alright, we are just gonna do it with the infested tile once again. Final fight of the chapter. They're swarming. There doesn't appear to be an obvious weak spot. Not exactly masters of stealth themselves. I can hear their clamor from here. Squeak! I don't know if I should do the sound effects or not. What do you think they're so agitated about? It's a forge. They probably love that stuff. It's like when you put me in front of a ham. Total mayhem. Mayhem? So, when it comes to the actual approach, stick together and push in. Sticking together is much safer. Surrounding it is fun, but sticking together is much safer. We'll need all the defenses we can manage. Think of it this way. Stories about easy battles are boring. Alright, there's our friend the Spectic. I'm gonna move our hunter up and see if we can see anything else. No, doesn't look like it. Let's bring our mystic up. Boline, how about you? Actually, Wild Grasp might not be bad. Yeah, if we Wild Grasp it, one of them might be able to hit it. No, it's too far away. But it'll be pinned. Which means it can't attack us, so that's fine. I'm just going to leave that Spectic be, because it's poisoned and it's pinned. So it's going to take 1 damage this turn and 1 damage next turn. Sommelier. Let's bring our mystic up a bit further. Let's see if we can... It has 3 armor. I don't like that. Alright. We're gonna try to get rid of some of that armor. I don't really want to get rid of this cover here, but... Great. Can't quite get close enough to hit it. So we are just gonna go into Grey Plane. And then Levy can come up and is flanking, so 100% hit chance. And then we are just going to come up here with Adin and engage the Sommelier. And we'll use Guardian. It's not gonna walk into it, but nice block. Yeah, destroy that tree. Let's... I think Splinter Blast again is gonna be the way here. We can probably kill that one. Nice. And we shredded some armor on the other one. Pretty good. And then we're just gonna come up and smack it. And I could spend some more time preparing, but I'm just gonna open this door. We're gonna go crazy. Crash. I told you to run. Hey, I can fight, but one greatsword isn't gonna take these down. Get in here and help me. So we're gonna come over here and deal a bit of damage to that. That Wildling is not... Oh, there's the Spectre. Okay. Can't do too much here, so we're just gonna guard, and... Same with Levy. Well... Yeah, we're gonna protect Bryn with Levy. There's a lot of Watchmen. Nice dodge. what's the plan here? Alright, here's the plan. We're going to come up here with our Mystic. We are going to interfuse with this coat rack to Splinter Blast it. Get rid of a bit of armor. Nice stunt. So that way, when we come up here, our mace will knock it back and do some extra damage, which we didn't even need because of the stunt. But in case we did need it. And then we'll come up here with Bren and a lot higher chance to hit that Spectic because it's not in a weird spot between walls. We'll just go for it. And then add in... Oh wait, I forgot that I had control over you. Smack it. And then we will just bring Adin in here and wall up with Jensa. Nice cover. One. That's fine. I can live with that. Where's our Mystic? Okay. We still need to take out that Watchman. I'm going to stay safe in here. I would like to grab that fire and use it on the Watchman. So that's going to take 2 damage next turn. Can we hit it from here? No, we can't. Let's go. You can probably kill this. No, not quite. That's fine though. Flanking. And now we can hit it. Easy peasy. That will be enough to kill it, because it's going to take 1 damage from the poison and 2 damage from the fire. And we are going to fight the other Watchman when it gets closer to us. Or right now. There you are. We're going to use Discus. We will not be able to use the fire from this campfire because we already moved, and igniting it is single action. It's right out of range. I don't know if that's even worth it. Yeah, we'll do it. 1 armor shredded is better than nothing. And we'll come down here with our hunter and put them into Grey Plane. Come down here with our warrior. Come down here with this warrior. Come down here. Yeah. Again, in case anyone is watching who has any questions, I am a programmer on the game Wildermyth, and yeah, if you have any questions about the game or about the process of making the game or anything like that, feel free to ask them in the chat. I would be happy to answer. Alright, let's see. So now, I think I'm going to go for this fire. We can illuminate it. And then we can steal it. And should be fine. Yeah. Good job, Jensa. Dusty Drab, very nice. Necklace of Power. Bonus damage, again, is very nice for Levy because she has Broad Swipes, which is bonus damage and potency. Does she only deal 1 damage? I guess so. She has no... Interesting. Okay. We are going to give it to Levy. Oh, and she just grew stronger, so now it'll be even better. Ooh, Long Reach. We are definitely doing Long Reach. Viciousness would be nice too, but Long Reach means that Broad Swipes has a much larger range that it can hit. Sorry I couldn't have been more help. I don't fight quite like I used to. That's alright. We'll take whatever help we can get. Could have gone worse, you know? They barged in here and tried to hide behind the furnace. Why would they go after their own kind like that? They wouldn't. There's something different about this one. I want to keep it around and see if I can compare it to the other Morthagi. Maybe I'll put it where the door knocker's shelf used to be. Do you think you can help me drag? Sure. Hey, listen. We appreciate all you've done so far, but I have to ask, are those deepest tattoos? Oh, it's embarrassing actually. I went through one of their initiation rituals years ago. They made some intriguing claims about life extension, and I was into that sort of thing. But the promises didn't pan out. And they ended up being pretty unpleasant characters. Cults come and go, but tattoos are forever. Teach your kids that one. Alright, that's chapter 1. During the years of peace, Levy tried to take Bren shopping at the local outfitters. Plus, they give the Sons of the Waving Wheat a great discount. But I like the clothes I have. How many days have you worn that thing straight? Hey, I wash it! Each day, Adden swept the path and trimmed back the weeds. Bren sometimes teased him about it good-naturedly. We keep the chaos at bay however we can. We're people. It's what we're born to do. Bren was seen sometimes in the company of a black-feathered creature. They would disappear for hours or days, and Bren would always return with a haunted look in his eyes, in his bright eyes. Adden and Levy were stopped by a traveling woman, a resident of that small village in Dim Spruce Woods where the Great One once feasted. She thanked them again for slaying the monster and ending the darkest days of her life. News of the town's prosperity gave Adden a sense of peace. Crystal Sword... 5 to 8 damage versus my current... five damage from the Beam Basher. Oh, but then I don't have my spell shard anymore. Well, that's not that bad. I do like the idea of both my attack and broad swipes using bonus damage and potency, so it encourages me even more to put more potency on this character. But I think I want her to have the hand so that she can hold the spell shard, so we're going to say no here. Crow Wings. Yes, please. That's a buff. Alright, and now we're at gear upgrades. How come he has a crow head? Gnome Pride on YouTube. He has a crow head because he met that figure that you saw in that tiding just there, that comic panel. In a previous event, he met that figure and decided to become one with that crow-like figure. And that is due to primarily Bren being a mysterious character. So if we look at their character sheet, you can see somewhere, where am I looking? History. When this character was randomly generated, they have the mysterious trait, and that is what the crow thing triggers off of sometimes. It's mysterious characters have mysterious things happen to them sometimes. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be back in a couple minutes. And I'm back. Alright, so we have our gear upgrades now. We recently did a pass on gear costs and made a lot of them more expensive because it was way too easy to just give everyone tier 3 gear all the time. So now I have to be a little more picky with who I'm choosing to upgrade. Pauline is a humanist. I don't have enough fabric for a water. Okay. I think I am going to give Bren a slightly more powerful crossbow. And that's probably all I can do. Stone axe. Could upgrade a dagger. You know what? Sure, let's give him a stone axe. Why not? Yovia, you're back. I was so worried. When you wrote about that horrible immortal mechanical nonsense, I was afraid you'd lost your mind. Nonsense? I'm completely serious. Why are you making that face? There's a plague out there. I'm telling you I've found a way for us to bypass death, and you're making that face? You can't bypass death. What you're talking about, that's something else. Something unnatural. Abominable. The Morthagi have always been tools. We've used them to achieve countless other things. So why not this? Atten had visited Jensa a few times. They picked apart Morthagi elbows and swapped childhood stories over jugs of wine. They dug into the body of the strange Morthagi as well, but Jensa remained puzzled as to how it worked. So when Atten received an urgent invitation to the forge, he set off immediately. Thank you. Listen. I have very important, potentially dangerous information. I knew I had to share it with you. Of course. You might even say that I'm honored to be the person that you'd come to. First. Hey, Atten. About time. We've been waiting for you. I'd start with pleasantries, but there's nothing pleasant about this. A wave of Morthagi has been moving across the countryside. A little further out, closer to Bowercom, but causing just as much destruction. Based on the way they're spreading, it seems like they originated in Rowan Cliffs. I've had some amazing cheeses from there. Well, if we weren't motivated by duty or glory before, now we can add cheese to the list. There are almost certainly some of the old mortificers' workshops there, and I wouldn't be surprised if... Mortificers are still around? No, but their workshops are, and some Morthagi can manufacture more of themselves without a person overseeing the process. So, the Sons of the Waving Wheat sets out again. Ah, my candle-making business was just getting off the ground, too. I'm finishing up a better weapon, but I'll try to meet you at Angelkin Windmill. Maybe the Mason would manage it for a cut of the profits. Any insights? No. It's standard in some ways, but then the core of it is bizarre. Something complicated is going on here, but I can't figure out exactly what. Huh. Excuse me. You have the body of my friend in there. You've kept it in decent condition. I appreciate that. Apologies. This must be strange. Not at all. That is, yes, it is strange. But I have many questions for you. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Alright, we are on to chapter 2. I am realizing that I'm not looking at the comments like I should be. There we go. Alright, we are going to start off by going right over to Silwing Wilds. Rustle, rustle, hoot, hoot. Cree, skr. Little nervous? Oh yeah, trying to anticipate the worst thing that might happen in case it does. You? Of course I'm tense. Moments before a battle I get all squeezed up inside. Sure, I know, so let's keep our eyes open, our heads on, and our hides safe. How about that? No arguments here. Temporary armor and warding. Alright, we are going to just bring our hunter right up there. We're gonna open the door. And we're gonna see if we can hit this. Beautiful. And now we'll have our mystic interfuse with this rebel. And we can shackle it. And since it's poisoned, it'll die next turn. Also, it has insidious filament, so it will poison that Spectic, which is lovely. Oh, and she has long reach, which is also lovely. Let's kill it. And we'll come over here with our hunter, I think. Alright. Don't really want to get hit by that, so we're gonna silk step a little ways away. What can we do here? Let's get right up in this watchman's face and engage it. And then guard. And we can steal fire from this onto the watchman. That works. Nice dodge. Nice block. Alright, let's bring Adden up here. Oh, I should have gone for the sommelier. Alright, that's fine. We'll just engage the sommelier and demolish the watchman. And then come up here with our mystic. Shackle the sommelier. Come up here with our crow boy and do a little peck. Ooh. Alright. Bren's gonna level up. And Baleen is almost there. Do you still not have, like, any potency? Nope. Alright. We're gonna use hardiness, because Bren's been a little on the... Well, hardiness is less useful if you have less health, which is the interesting thing about it. We're gonna do Flash Cone. Oh, and now we have some armor, so that's nice. Orthagi Spectic has a little more extra health. We are going to clean this area up. Let's find an item. Do we want to recruit someone? I think so. Plus stunt chance, that will be good. You have a leaf thing, so let's give it to you. Then we'll go and recruit. I think I bring in a legacy hero. What's our team? We have 2 warriors, a hunter, and a mystic. Sinrek has a nice firearm. Kodalina has arches. We're gonna get another hunter and see how that goes. I should warn you, most people think they know how they'd react to battle, but really they have no idea. And some people think they know Helmietta Shaggins, but really they have no idea. Alright, Helmietta. We are going to build a bridge across this river. And we're gonna cancel both of these Morthagi. And on we go. One fateful night. Something about that rock makes me shiver. A tall black finger of stone angles out of the earth, points to a pale bloated moon. Its surface should shine, but the stone seems to eat all light. It looms dull and terrible. Witchstone, they call it, flinty and jealous, and ever hungry. You'll find them sometimes in worried places. It's said if you don't offer it a joyous memory, it'll lay a curse on your back. I don't really want to sacrifice a memory. Aren't you frightened of the... Frightened? Bren, if I sacrificed a memory to every spooky-looking rock I came across, I wouldn't even remember my own name by now. It's Leve by the way. Leve. Oh no, Bren. You're already a crow. You've already got a crow person who is a part of you. This is quite a spot. Alright, because there are diminishing returns, we are going to have 3 people work on the pass and 2 people work on a bridge. And there's an incursion. Ooh. Oh, it's coming right here. Easy. 65 days. Alright, let's prepare some defenses. We'll build some barricades. Guess we'll take everyone off. We'll train and equip local archers. Prepare hidden traps. And enchant the battlefield. Might as well use everything. And now we will just wait for the Mythology to get here, and we will go back to our lovely jobs. Building a pass takes a much longer time than building a bridge. And there's the incursion. Together, gradually, a chorus of mechanical clicks and grinding noises grows loud on the air. The Morthagi are coming. We're going to harry their approach with arrow fire, because that's the best chance we've got. Bren's well-placed volleys cause mayhem and leave the enemy vulnerable. Well done, Bren. I always knew you had it in you. Intimidation and cunning. Stop! Where did I put those traps? How about... here. Here. And here. And we are going to silk step. Go up and guard. I'll have you silk step too. We'll bring you up here maybe. And we will have our mystic interfuse with... Interfusing with that tree might be a nice thing. Gonna bring her up a little closer. Hehe. Alright, we can basically definitely kill this with either. So we'll just do that. We are going to bring our mystic up a little bit to interfuse with that tree. We'll just bring him right there. Which gives us a little bit of vision. And will be nice if an enemy passes by there. And we'll bring Bran up a little closer. And we'll set both of these to guard. And again, for anyone who might be just joining us, this is a developer stream. I'm one of the programmers working on Wildermyth, so if you have any questions about the game or the process of making it, feel free to ask them. Alright, let's hit that Watchman. I should have thrown poison first. I don't know if it would have gotten far enough. And I guess we'll just hit it again. And that's fine. We're just gonna maybe come up here and interfuse with that tree too? Or this rock? I don't know. This stump? Sure, let's do the stump. So that we have a greater range of things. Okay. So I'm going to start out... Do I want to pin it or splinter blast it? I can't quite hit both of them. Splinter blast is nice because you get rid of both of those armor. Gotta make them harder. What do you mean we have to make them harder, Nate? Or are you talking about defense missions? Yes. Yes, we do have to make defense missions harder. Yeah, defense missions are one place where we are planning on doing something to them. We still need to figure out exactly what, but right now you just kind of sit behind a wall of barriers and destroy things that are coming toward you. Silk step and guard. Let's use that tree. Beautiful. How many more do we got coming? Can we kill it? The answer is no. Yeah, we're just gonna fall back. Wait for it to come to us. We're just gonna end the whole turn. We're gonna have Bolin interfuse with that. And then we're gonna end the whole turn. Alright, there's the defense. Belil is going to level up, which is nice. What does Belil have? Belil's a humanist. We are going to... Spear Blade is kind of nice, granting damage for enemies who are nearby. Indignance is always a lot of fun, though. Walking past enemies and having them take damage. We're going to go with Spirit Blade, though, because Bolin's not really a up close and personal kind of mystic. Canuck, so you're saying that me doing well in defense missions isn't because I'm good at the game? I'm sure it is also because you're good at the game. It is definitely possible to do badly on defense missions, so if you're doing good, it still means that you're doing something right. But they can be some of the easier missions in the game. Not always. If you get put in a bad spot, then they can still be hard. Potency... We're gonna give this to our crow friend, because Quelling Moss uses potency, and also the crow attacks use potency. We accomplished something significant here. We made a statement. We should name this place. You mean Gusty Cedar Ash? Well, sure, that's the overall place, but what about a specific clearing or cliff? You think they have names? There are all kinds of candidates for honoring a good fight. Anyway, a little commemoration never went amiss. The top of a nearby mound of stone seemed to fit Levy's vision. It's the most majestic place that we're going to find without having to walk much more. Summit of the Righteous, I think. Not over the top, but we don't want to undersell ourselves either. You have an official process for this? One makes one's own. After all, who's going to tell me otherwise? Levy lit a tiny fire on the crag as the sun stretched out, building small piles and saying few words. Bolin wondered if she was just in it for the sense of self-importance. But when she came back down, something did feel different. The company took a moment to admire the newly dubbed Summit of the Righteous on their way out. Then continued on, hiding small smiles from Levy. Alright, let's keep building. Helmieta and Bolin are rivals. Alright, the bridge is done. Now we'll finish the pass. And we will go take a look at Wailing Cedar's stand. And we will cancel some of... I feel like I should... I'm going to cancel this one. I'm going to let Wildlings join. Because I am finding this pretty easy. I'm wondering if maybe we did some difficulty increases in several ways, but it's still, I'm finding it pretty easy. Maybe I just need to be playing on the hardest difficulty instead of the second hardest. But then I lose all my characters immediately every time. So, is that Bolin up there? Yeah, looks like she's coming back. Hey, it's just like Adam said. Malenford is just over the hill there. Time for a few pints and a hot meal. This is a waste of time. We still have a few hours of daylight. We should press on. Aw, been traveling a lot lately. We could all use the break. Tomorrow we fight, but tonight we drink. Come on, I'm buying the first round. Woohoo! You all go on ahead without me. I don't feel like pubbing it tonight. You know what? I'll catch up to you later. What's wrong with you? Why does something have to be wrong with me? I just don't feel like it tonight. Well, sure, but you didn't feel like it the other night either. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were avoiding us. It's not about you. I just don't need all that group bonding nonsense. We could find a dark corner of the tavern and skulk. We haven't had a proper skulking in weeks. Like, with glowering and grimaces and everything? Exactly. Probably a muttered curse here and there as well. Okay, but first round's on you. Fire spirit. Let's see. I am just gonna... Ooh. Danger. We're gonna grab this and steal that fire right onto the sommelier. And I guess then... Oh, we can hit it. Or at least there's a very small chance we can hit it. Nope, no dice. We are going to just bring our warriors up, I think. Not too worried. Like, it's gonna shoot some fire on us, but it's usually not a big problem until it becomes a big problem. Am I just gonna destroy this table? No, I hit it. Might have been a bad choice. Might have been a bad choice. It's a little too hasty. Don't go so far away. I want it, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it. Alright, I want to move Levy out of the way here. And I want to move this Weldling into the Beyond. Oh. Still can't quite. Maybe if I move Bren up here. So it takes a little more movement speed to move through your allies. You know, I could flash cone all these. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. 4 damage versus 1 damage on all of them. We're gonna try and get rid of this Weldling, I think. Ooh, very nice. Okay. And now we can also... I don't think this will be able to get to the Watchman, but it can get to the Spectre. Beautiful. I don't want to upgrade your stuff, but you're the one who's closest, so we are just going to bring Helmietta up here, and 1 damage is not worth it. We are going to Silk Step and shoot it next turn. And we're going to come up here, and we are going to engage this, and we are going to guard. Goodbye, Spectre. Why didn't you come up to me? conveniently blocking the fire spirit a little bit. What do we have? We have... Our sword deals a bit more damage, but that's negated by the fact that this has shred, which we want. Gonna engage, and then we're going to... Ooh! That works. And I think... We have 2 turns left. We can definitely catch it with anyone. I either want a fire bow, or I want a fire mystic. Fire mystic can be fun, but fire bow is also fun. I'm gonna give it to our mystic, because that'll upgrade her tier 0 weapon to a tier 1 as well. Caught you. Do I get to make a wish now? Fire staff. Yeah. Alright, Fang Axe. We're just gonna salvage it, get the ingot. Well, could potentially be nice if we want a melee weapon on our mystic. So, the Morthagi are mashed apart. Battles led them down a boulderous roam where gray grass matches the cloud color. Someone doing dragon pictures? Hey Bren, old Bren Arden, the Crow King. Perfect. So what's your favorite monster? Oh, definitely Mod's Moth. Mod's Moth. Like the idea of a giant moth drawn to listen to great poetry. Gotta be a classic, like a troll. I'd make a deal with him, and we'd run a bridge building business to span all rivers. I enjoy events like this because the 2 that they choose are entirely based off of personality, so I never hear about the same 2 monsters, and each one of them is interesting. Those answers are fine, but some of us will always love a dragon. If I was a dragon, I'd be on your side, you know? That's what I feel like. I feel like a dragon chooses sides. Not every monster does. Can't wait until we're around a fire. The stories will soar. Extra damage on the Weldling. Now it's very dangerous. And we're gonna have another incursion soon. We are going to just secure this quickly. And we're gonna let it come. It's gonna be right there. 6 days remaining. Alright, we're gonna go prepare defenses. Gonna build our barricades. We are going to prepare our traps. And we are going to see if we can equip archers, which we could not. First the land falls fully silent, then their thrumming charge begins. The Gorgons are coming. Let's try arrow fire again. Helmietta's well-placed volleys cause mayhem and leave the enemy vulnerable. Wow. Bleh. Intimidation and cunning. Now, where did I put those traps? Alright, so here's the play. We are going to put all the traps right there. And we're just gonna have everyone hole up over here and see how we do. Could backfire, it often backfires. Gonna light this in case we need. We are going to swap And we're going to... Let's see if we can hold on to this fire. Nope. The answer is no. Alright, we're just gonna see what happens. There's a row, and it sees us. We're on turn 5, so I don't know if this strategy is going to work. Let's interfuse with this tree. Alright. Turn 8. Alright. I think we're pretty good here. Gonna guard up and can kill this one probably. Yes. And we'll let this one come to us. Oh, got a lot there, but I don't think it'll matter. We're just gonna... Woohoo! Stunt. And I think we'll be fine. Got a lot of enemies over there, but... not getting to us. Throwing net. Throwing nets can be nice. What do you have? You have engage. You already have a swift action. Let's give it to Helmietta. Sure. I do want to finish securing this site. We're going to send our mystic over there to... We don't need these defenses anymore. That's fine. And then we're going to send these to scout out the next area. And then we will send our mystic here. And then as long as we're here... I guess I'll build a pass? I think that is more useful to me than patrolling the area. From another time, Bren rouses Levy for a mysterious journey. Levy slept unsoundly. The night that poured through the window was colder than anticipated. But then there was also... Levy. What? Wake up, Levy. We have somewhere to go. Why? Where? What time is it? Time to be on the road. Sorry for the rush. Anyway, grab your gear. My gear? So in the middle of the night they went. Where they went, only Bren knew. We will just take them. It's bringing us down there, which we will want to go down there anyway, so for now we are not going to do that. We're just going to continue carving this pass. And then we will assault this tile. A weird rhythmic noise filters through the trees. It's getting louder. It doesn't sound aggressive. Over here. An ancient ox leans its bulk against a beech tree. Blood pools from its panting muzzle. The thing's sick or something. The ox doesn't flinch from Adin's approach. He notices a wound at the base of its neck. There's something in there, a blue, what looks like a pomegranate seed, but it's as big as my fist. I've got skilled fingers, let me try and dislodge the seed 100%. Levi's fingers slip into the wound and pluck the seed neatly free of its nesting place. The ox bows its head, feeling nothing. Levi. In a few moments, the ox's breathing normalizes. Its muscles relax. It takes tentative steps to the edge of the clearing. Incredible! That's when a gang of afflicted beasts filter out of the trees. Get ready for a fight! They don't lunge. They still and stare. They recognize the seed in Levi's hand. Absorb the visible recovery of the ox. There's a collective sigh. When they lie down, the light in their eyes dims and dies. The ox wanders free. +2 temporary health. Alright. Let's charge in bravely. I meant to silk step. Ah well. Charge in bravely nonetheless. And we'll have Aten open the door, because I would like to use Bren's free peck action. Oh, there's the Bogmore. So we're going to peck this row, and it's going to dodge, so I guess we're not going to peck the row. And then we're going to do this. Ha! Satisfying. Alright. What do we have here? Discus might be good. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll come over here with our Mystic. We'll interfuse with the tentacles on this side, and then use Discus. And the raccoon dodges. What do you have? You have a Fang Axe. That's not bad. 5 damage. Versus the 4 damage. You know what? Yeah, try and kill it. Nice. And then we'll just... Oh yeah, Spirit Blade. Forgot I had that. We'll just come up here and hang out. Not too worried about a Bogmore. Okay, maybe I should have been worried about a Bogmore. We are going to use our Discus because we already have it. But I shouldn't have because it gave us Spirit Blade, which was helpful. Oh well. We are going to come over here and do a crow scratch. It's blinded, so it won't hit us with the next attack, which is great. Helmietta is going to fall back, go into Grape Lane. He's standing in Gordon Corrupted Land, which is fine. Here comes the Rager. There goes the Rager. What do we have in here? Tools. I can use tools, right? I can. I could use tools if I had line of sight to them, but alas, I do not. So, we're just gonna run in here and smack this Rager. Oh, right, and I had broad swipes. I was trying to build the whole character around that, and I forgot about it. And I could have flanked, but didn't need to. Alright, What do you have? Engage. Riposte. Let's do vigilance. Armor. Who needs armor? Adam's a warrior. He could probably use some armor. But he has a lot of health. I'm a little more worried about Helmietta, so we're going to give it to her. Well, I'd say that was a success all around. If only there had been a couple more witnesses to record the deed. Hey Bren, next time we should organize a viewing. Combat theater, we'll call it. You start to wonder if it's worth it, all this fighting. Oh, you do? There's a fire in me. Always was one. But more often these days it's flickering. It feels like... Okay, well, you know I'm not one to offer sage advice. Not for free anyway. What I can say is, look out for your own, yeah? That's all that matters. Heck, that's all anyone else is doing. It's survival, real basic. So don't overthink it. He's not convinced. Okay. Man, there's another incursion coming pretty soon. I think we will go over down here. We will take Helmietta. No, we'll take Baline, and we will also bring everyone else down here so that they can start working on a pass down there. Those mountains. Journey ends there, I hope. It's been a long trek. The campfires have been mostly quiet. When he has spoken of their destination, Bren's kept his descriptions sparse. He's mentioned a cave and a pool of water. Gazing into the pool is supposed to give you some kind of, I don't know, a revelation. The cloud of his past has settled on his forehead, shadowy, constant. I wish he wouldn't over-explain. Long falls await reckless leapers. Know that I've considered this journey, this place, for a long time. They climb down rocks, through dust-blown gorges, and discover the hidden mouth of a cave. But what are you hoping to find in there? There's gaps in my life, and a pain I've lived with that I can't explain. I want to know why. Pain? You and Adin, maybe? You seem to have a lot of secrets. He thinks so. But if they're secrets, I keep from myself just as well. They come upon the pool, not far inside, but there's someone standing before it. Bren, I'm Nan. Good to meet you. You know my name. Since you were a child, I've watched your progress. I knew we were destined to meet one day. That's a bit of a claim. I've heard this called the Pool of Visions. You've heard wrong. In fact, it's the Pool of Revisions. Here you can see what would have happened if you were to change one decision in your life. What? It's like a window of regrets, then. You must make a pretty good living here. In any case, you may only look once, and only after you've defeated the challenge. And the challenge is what? In my youth, I was greedy, strong. I sought to slay the god-beast Moatona to show my might. Rather than end me, she saved my soul, gave my life its purpose. Don't hold back. I'm charged to test you. If you're sure. Raise your guard. We're not an easy draw, old Nan. Nan the Mighty, the aged warrior, looks strong as stones, eyes sharp and feet quick. Alright, we will shred some of that armor. And also almost kill him. Yay, Levy! Ending turn by moving. It's nice. I think we're gonna go with Blood Rage. The final blow leaves the warrior Nan dazed and weaponless. Oof. He falls to a knee. Heh. I'm afraid we're tougher than we look. You've beaten me fairly and proven your worth as warriors. Take your one look into Pool of Revisions. However, you should know that while you can see what would have been, you can never change what was. Bren steps forward as Nan steps back. He leans by the glimmering blue waters. The smell of damp minerals and cave moss fills his nose. Gazing in the pool, he sees nothing but the bottom. Until he sees himself almost as he is now, out of time and place, in a place he hasn't quite forgotten. He can't remember what happened here, but there's a knife inside him, or a sense of real hurt. He's speaking to someone, and the word comes to him in a flash. Sister? His sister is preparing to go on a journey. They argue, and she turns away. Suddenly he feels the ache of watching her go, realizes she never came home again, though he waited years. I let her leave. But in this vision, Bren follows and convinces her to stay. Their lives go on after that, in whatever small village this was. Neither of them leave home, and they live wondering what they might have been if they'd made bolder choices. He stands. The memory in the pool fades. The water light dances on the dark cave roof. You never told me about your sister. I suppose I was trying to forget. I don't even recall where we lived or how we, or what we. I think that she must have died somewhere, far from home, and I must have left after that and buried my memories. Then today, in a sense, you got your sister back. Before they go, Levi takes her own glance into what might have been. Bolin, too, decides to have a look. And then they file out, quiet eyes and thundering thoughts. A legacy point. I'm gonna go with Ember Arrows, because Fire Arrows is very fun. And then we are going to start building a pass here. And we are going to cancel this extra damage and this extra armor. Adhin's out of sorts, and Bolin thinks she has the answer. We're not going to do this right now. And we're going to cancel this. I don't really want to do that. I mean... Sure, we can do this now. Things in Clover Pass are drunk or sleeping. The last greasy lights wobble in quiet windows. At least, mostly quiet. La la la. If I spent so wildly on cups, I'd be penniless. The merry stumbler scrapes along the back alley, fragments of foamy song following after, fading into the early dew. The night doesn't slosh so easily in every belly. What's wrong? You look like you're about to go belly up in the whiskey pond. Just lately, I don't know, don't worry about it. Ah, come on, I know what it is. I don't even know what it is. You're out of shape. Have to exercise more. Have to get your blood going, your lungs pumping. It's what I do whenever I can. Do it for yourself, obviously. We do too many things selflessly. Bolin, normal people don't... What? What's that face for? Because I just had the perfect idea. There's this mystical order. They live out in seclusion. They're all about training the body to unshackle the mind. I'm sure they teach us one or two tricks. Or at least give us a quiet meal. So they set out in the morning, much too early. And they bring Bren with them. Oh, I don't want to go all that way. How about you three build a bridge? because I think that might actually be faster. Not positive, but then we'll also have a bridge. This isn't great timing-wise. Dum-ba-dum. How about you two go and work on that while they're building this bridge? Beautiful. Over generations, a modest compound has grown near Hardstoke Altar. Some folks have come here to gain wisdom and strength, while others grew up inside as protection. It's a place of relative seclusion, inhabited by an order of knights focused on peacefully honing their bodies and minds to work in concert. You from around here? Know about this place? If you wish to speak to the dead, you'll find it easy enough. If you wish to listen to them, that's the real trick. Oh, alright. If I could talk to a butterfly, a blade of grass, an angled shadow in the corner. But to hear these things, to really attend to what they sing or say, I must assemble a codex within my own body for interpreting all I sense. Ah yes, I too. Want some nut bread? Yeah. Without another word, he turns and leads them down a hill path, darkened and dappled by the sun-threaded cloud cover, into a sparsely treed field, rolling green-strewn land marked by low, gentle walls. There it is, a nice nut loaf. Hey, listen. Bolene here convinced me we were going to do some kind of... Well, there's apparently a group of philosopher knights making their home around here. Is that you? You mean the Wardless Order? Yeah. That is us. You want training then? I see. The wise seeker doesn't ask for bread, but for the skill of baking. Still, are you prepared for how sweaty it gets? Yes? Yeah. Oh, alright. We do our own laundry every day. It's part of being tough. Well then, pleased to meet you. I'm Ian Dungrip. Bringing the thought self and the meat self together begins with your name, but it's only the beginning. Together, we'll make the metaphysical much less meta and a lot more physical. Over the next week, they train, eat, and sleep on a schedule. Ian's style is... health and speed, or accuracy and potency? We'll do accuracy and potency. It's a week full of experimental astrologies, prolonged discomfort, and the recalibration of sense and reflex. Sunset approaches on their final day of training. Ian leads them into the closeness of a nearby wood. The resinous air sparkles. He halts. Exertion is the way by which the body and mind are exhausted, and from exhaustion springs growth. Exerting mind and body together, we access the geometry inside ourselves. Geometry? You're speaking in metaphor? The shape you make, your spirit, meat, and bones. Didn't you know that that's the basis for magic? It's not an ethereal energy, it's present in the alignment of every physical thing. You can channel and direct it. If you're conscious and practiced enough, sensing and manipulating that geometry makes you powerful. But shouldn't magic be from reading? You can't be magic and muscular. Uh-oh, random encounter. Out of a sudden shadowy knot of smoke comes an ambush. This should be easy enough. We will... Is it only them? It's only those two. So... I'm going to peck this one, and it's going to dodge. And then we are going to Scratch it. And it's going to die. And then we can't quite get far enough with any of these, but this should give us Wild Grasp, which it does. So we can make it so that it won't even be able to hit us unless it dodges, which it did. We are going to go up here and wall so that they take a little less damage. Nice dodge. Alright. And now it's dead. Step 1, step 2. Link mail. Let's give it to Levy. I want her to have some good armor. Where did they come from? Were we betrayed? No, that was just Beldo and Zem. Stand up, you rascals. The ostensibly dead cultists rise sheepishly to their feet and tug off their disguises. Ian, take it seriously. Hi there. This cool guy's Beldo, and that soggy, vindictive ogre is Zem. Think of it as a final test. An easy one, perhaps, given your abilities, but one you've certainly passed. I guess we'll go back to our nightly philosophizing. I prefer to think of it as philosophical knighting. Am I right? Phew. I'm glad they're gone. But anyway, what was I saying about enlightenment? Ah, yes, surpassing our limits always takes a refiguring. We're redrawing the lines inside ourselves. If we do it with carefulness and wisdom, the new shapes inside us grow more aligned to the geometry of magic, the geometry of all things. They leave the woods, a small silent procession. Bidding their instructor farewell, they embark on a journey across the night. They walk long enough that all the stars have sprouted. It's interesting. I've always seen things as very cause and effect. Chaotic in how they play out, but easy to understand, taken event by event. Maybe it's related to that, but I don't know. The order of things. Anyway, we got some good exercise in. There's something in our movements. When I've mastered a skill or emotion, that's when I've felt it. Some call it grace. Think it's that simple? Mist takes form. But they keep marching. To the verge of dawn. Thinking back, I'm glad you dragged me out of that tavern. So return the favor and drag me back to it. Boline came back from her journey more able and ready for the challenges that lay ahead. What else do you have? Spirit Blade and Humanist. Aid could be nice. Let's do aid. And then we will have them come this way. Finish up this site. Titan Mauler. We do love a good hammer. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're just going to take the ingot. And we are going to go down and around this way. Because we want to clear out these two sites before we get to that one. And we are going to get rid of the armor on this one, and we're out of legacy points. Alright, we'll see if we can take it. Where's my lucky coin? It's a small thing to misplace in a big world. It couldn't have been the spoon or the socks, could it? Had to be the coin. That coin is responsible for more victories than you'd think. I forgot it on a hunt one time and I couldn't hit a thing. You know, friends help friends look for lucky coins. Levy, if I even knew where to start looking... Oh, is that it? What the? That coin is irreplaceable and some critter is chewing on it. That's the critter I have popping out of my portrait right here. It's a fan favorite and also a me favorite. Nice try. Come here. Don't make me grab it out of your mouth. Zerk, katink, creep. Hey, what? Ag. Failed it. All foes plus 1 temporary hit point. That's dismaying. Alright, what can we do here? We've got this mechanism. Which we can use to steal fire. Let's steal it onto the Watchman. And then let's go over to this Spectic. Try to peck it. Successfully peck it. And then scratch it. Nice. And it has 2 poison, so it will die on the next turn. Levy has long reach, so she can reach that Spectic, which is nice. We do not want to do that yet, though. We will have Helmietta come over. Hello. And hit it first. And then Levy will still be in range and can come up and hit it. No? Am I wrong? I guess I'm wrong. That's interesting. Oh. Alright. We'll kill this. Got some temporary health, that's nice. We will have Adden come up and engage the Spectic. And guard. That one dies from poison. This one comes over here and gets smacked. This Weldling is probably gonna... Yep. Don't like that. Helmietta's not gonna be doing so well. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna have Helmietta go over here and Silk Step, because I don't really want her to die. And we are going to have Boline. I don't know why things are flickering like that. I've seen that before, but haven't ever been able to reproduce it. So I guess that's just gonna happen on this mission. That's fascinating. Okay, so we will come over to here and attack the Spectic, but we'll engage the Weldling first. And then we'll come over here and attack the Spectic again from the other side to get some nice loot stunt. What do we want to do here? I think Bone Lance can probably hit both of them. 6 to 7 damage. Let's try it. Okay, I'll take it. And we have Ember Arrows, so we are going to stand here and then do that. Ooh, worked very well. And should be able to just finish this welding off. Very nice. You can use flare, which is nice. I wonder if I can discus from this distance. Probably. Yeah. Beautiful. And then again, we have ember arrows, so we'll come over here. Light that one on fire. And... oh right, you're back here. Oh, and we have a batch bee there. Okay, so we're not going to try to attack things yet, because there's a batch bee right there. We are... well, you know... 90% to pin. No, we're not going to do it. She's just going to stand there and wait, and Adin's going to engage this, and then card. That's fine. That is fine. And then, again, we have Ember Arrows where we're standing, so... use Quelling Moss first. Oh, right. 2 poison. Great. So it's dead. Light him on fire, and then we will come up and engage him. And we will guard. I actually don't want him to be attacked. I'm realizing he's not super high on health. But that's fine. That said, hit it. And then we'll smack it. I am really banking on killing this turn, because otherwise this is a bad choice. Come over here. This table and this fire should both be flanking. We're going to use the table. And we're going to Splinter Blast it. And it's stunted, so there goes the dash. Oh, right, and this thing still exists, which we can just take out. There's the victory. Iron Quiet. Yeah, it would be kind of nice to have a longer range weapon. We'll do it. So you got the coin back? Yep, the little rascal must have had a change of heart and dropped it. It's kind of cute. Blur? In an ugly way, maybe. Come here, little critter. Come on, you want to be friends? We're gonna give it to Levy, because it grants accuracy. As long as you can take care of yourself. But if my coin goes missing again, I'm using you as monster bait. Alright. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to skip over this and just go straight for the last one, and then that's going to be the end of this stream. Except there's one day until an incursion, which is unfortunate. But we're just not going to worry about it. It won't get there in time anyway. Everyone is all healed up. We're going to scout this tile. And we're going to do this final fight for this chapter. They found Jensa waiting at Angelkin Windmill, just as she had promised. The decor lacks a certain morthoggery. It's probably underneath. Stomp around a bit. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Thwunk. One doesn't research mortificers for years just to remain completely useless. The wide floor stone eventually yielded to Helmietta and Levy's efforts, revealing dusty steps into the dark. So you're still up for clearing it out? That was the plan. Why I came all the way here and why I made this. It's an exquisite piece of work. But a lot can change in a long walk across the yondering lands. My spine is brambles. My knees are splitting into shards. My years remind me of the debts I owe them. And perhaps another fight isn't how I want this to end. Not yet. So I wanted to give this to you. Are you certain? One of you will take down more foes with it than I could at this point. I'll stay out here. I'm no surgeon, but I can tend to anyone who needs it. Take care of each other down there. Cozy 2-bedroom cottage nestled in the heart of the hills. Lovely views, evil Morthagi workshop under the floor. Great place to raise a family. Alright, clock stopper. We're gonna give it to Adden. I think we have to. We'll replace this Wilder Tusk, I think. No, because I'm not gonna use the Stone Axe. Just because I have it. Goodbye, Stone Axe. Alright. Gonna get set up. Warriors in front. Hunters in Grey Plain. And we open the door. Suddenly, a structure hums to life and begins to spew a skull-splitting fog through the room. Ah, somebody destroy that thing! Alright, it shouldn't be too hard to go straight through and take care of this. Can you interfuse? Yeah. Oh, this stuff even has insidious filament. We're gonna interfuse with both of these. And we are going to Splinter Blast with the second one. Oh, fire weapon. How I love thee. She can actually hit all that way. This has 4 health. Oh, hello. Sure, we'll take care of this. Then we can shoot the Batchbee, but we can't quite shoot the Haberdasher, which is fine. I kind of want to take care of that Weldling too. I guess that's what we'll do. Come over here. Ah, that's fine. Nah, also fine. Yeah, sure. We'll just come up here and engage. That's Pectic. Take it. There's the smoke. They're going around the long way. This is not great. Oh, Bren. Oh, no. Alright. Do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to interfuse with this boiler. And I'm going to throw it onto the haberdasher. Nice! That worked out significantly better than I was expecting. Phew, okay, that's taken care of. Breathing is the best. Breathing is the best. I like that I set that batch bee on fire too, that's very nice. So now Levi can come over here and possibly kill both of these. Yep. Bren is gonna come way back over there, but first I might... We'll just do this. Okay. Alright. I don't really want Helmietta nearby either. So Helmietta's gonna come back here. Nice. That works. The door is down. Not gonna find anything over there, buddy. Alright. I like this rubble. This rubble has a nice amount of stuff and insidious filament. So we're gonna attack the scenery. I can't actually get to where the rubble is. That's fine. We'll just come over here and we will... we'll just silk step Bren right here, I think. I'm not gonna really put him into a place of danger. Same thing with Helmietta. Both of them are not doing too great. Alright. Come this way, I dare you. Withdraw. Well, where are those other guys? That... I'm gonna bring Levi over here. Whack it. And we are going to have Archon wall up, add him, and engage it. And then we're gonna have these guys come over here. We could probably kill it this turn. Yeah, okay. I like insidious filament because poisoning things is fun, but it is usually not even necessary. Okay. Are there things over there? I thought there were things over there, but maybe there aren't. So we're gonna withdraw from that. And shark trap could be nice. We are going to... oh, but we are out of oops, so that's too bad. But we'll get it, so we have it for next time. Gonna put you back into Silk Step. We'll have you... Are you a paladin? No. Have you go here. Gauge this. Guard. You can go up here and guard with him. And you are protected by both of them, so you can take a shot at one of them. Let's do... let's do one of the Spectics. Nice! Stop breaking stuff. Nice. 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 I'll take it. I will take it. Alright, we're just gonna go up here and try to wreck stuff. Maybe we'll go up here with her first, because she can wreck multiple things at once. Yeah, sure. Very nice. Alright, and honestly, I should just aid one of these heroes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring Bren over here, and then Bolin is not going to aid. Bolin is going to Shardnado. Got a nice little Shard Tornado, and that should kill it next turn, I think. We'll just shoot it anyway, though. And we'll shoot this guy, too. Nope. Okay. Don't attack Bren. Attack Adam. Alright. There's the wardrobe that's making all the stuff. Can we lasso it over there? Nope. Doesn't look like we're close enough. That's fine. Up here with Levy. Get rid of this. Get some more temporary health. Go up here with Adhen. Gauge the wardrobe, I guess. Wardrobe doesn't attack, so I'm not sure what that will actually do. Withdraw from this. Interfuse with this. And I feel like this is an exceptionally bad idea, and so I'm not going to do it. Because when you have low health and there is something that has a fiery attack, I don't really want that to happen. Okay, I probably would have been fine, but there's a chance I would not have been. Okay, we've got a lot of fire here. We are going to go over... We are going to engage the spell thing. And we are going to wreck this wardrobe. And then we're going to wreck this wardrobe more. I don't really like the lighting in here. It has become very dark in this area. But that's fine. We'll live with it. We're just finishing up this battle. And then Bolin will come over and... let's shackle it. It does 3 damage, and I think... Oh... That was a bad choice. Does do 3 damage, but that only helps if your enemy does not have armor and warding. But there we go. And there's the mission. How near that leveled up. Some warding, we will just give that to whoever has... We'll give it to Helmietta because she's always on the edge of dying. And we will give her Quelling Moss as well. Oof. Ah, good. I was hoping that it wasn't them. How did things shake out? They've been disassembled. That's a polite way of putting it. We'll melt down what we can. So you pulled it off then. Good. We can rest for a bit. What do you mean, a bit? The source of our trouble has been thoroughly dealt with. Nothing's crawling out of there again. This workshop was not the only one ever in operation. And Morthage's ability to lie dormant and bide their time is one of their greatest strengths. I hope I'm wrong, but in case I'm not, and in case I'm not around to help next time. Not around? It's a thing you have to consider when you reach my age. In case I'm not, keep your wits about you. 9 years of peace. During the years of peace, Levi cobbled together a proud little structure atop the summit of Righteous. I wouldn't say it does us justice, but at least you know you're somewhere special. It was true. This cheese is incredible. Adden went back to the place he grew up and was tempted by old acquaintances to remain there. But in the end, the past proved an unwise place to linger. Levi was acquired by a family of cats for a few seasons. She would watch them stalk birds in the mornings and eventually reach the conclusion, cats are terrifying. Bolin added a new addition onto her house. It would be nice to finally have a dedicated trophy room. Levi Cedarlaw's son has reached adventuring age. Sauron Cedarlaw has joined the Sons of the Waving Wheat as a warrior. Let's give Sauron untouchable so that when he gets a kill, the next attack will miss. And I'm not gonna give Levi a gem leg. I like her having more speed. However, Bren... No. It would be nice. Like, I could make him all melee. 8 to 10 damage versus... Right now, Scratch does 6 to 8. I really like using him for poison, though. We're gonna say no. I want to keep his crossbow. All right. I think that is where we are going to stop. Thank you, everyone, for watching and for being interested in this game. If you have any other questions about anything, we are always active on the Discord, and we love talking to our players. And yeah, that's about all. I hope you have a wonderful day.